Do you remember where you were on December 26, 2004? For many of us, it was just another day, a quiet holiday. But for millions of people along the coasts of the Indian Ocean, it was a day that would change their lives forever. An undersea earthquake, one of the most powerful ever recorded, unleashed a series of devastating tsunamis. Among the hardest hit places was Aceh, Indonesia. Waves, some over 100 feet high, crashed ashore, wiping out entire communities in minutes. The world watched in horror as the scale of the disaster unfolded. The death toll would eventually climb to over 230,000 people across 14 countries. It was a catastrophe of unimaginable proportions. In the midst of this widespread chaos and heartbreak, stories of survival began to emerge, stories that seemed almost miraculous, defying all logic and odds. And one of the most incredible stories is that of a young boy named Martunis. He was just 7 years old, living a happy, simple life with his family in Banda Aceh. His world revolved around two things: his family and his love for football. Like so many kids, he dreamed of becoming a professional player, idolizing stars like Cristiano Ronaldo. That fateful morning, Martunis was playing football with his friends, wearing a Portuguese national team jersey with the name Rui Costa on the back. His father had just bought it for him. He had no idea that in a few short moments, his entire world would be turned upside down. When the ground first started shaking, no one knew what was coming. Then they heard the roar. It sounded like a jet engine, getting louder and louder. The first massive wave hit, and chaos erupted. Martunis, along with his mother and two siblings, scrambled into a neighbor's car, desperate to escape. But the water rose too fast. A furious, churning torrent of debris and destruction. The car was engulfed. Martunis was torn from his family's grasp and swept away by the current. He was alone, a small child at the mercy of a monstrous force of nature. In that terrifying moment, his life and the lives of his mother and siblings were changed forever. He would never see them again. For the next 21 days, Martunis survived. It's a period of time that's difficult for any of us to even comprehend. He was adrift at sea, clinging to whatever debris he could find: a school chair, a mattress. The currents pushed him through a landscape of ruin, surrounded by the devastating aftermath of the tsunami Aig Nofu. To survive, he drank from puddles of rainwater that collected on floating objects and ate instant noodles that washed up from the debris field around him. Imagine the fear, the loneliness, the sheer will to live that must have coursed through this 7-year-old boy. He was surrounded by loss, yet he held on. He later said that he was unscared because he wanted to be alive to meet his family again and to become a football player. That hope, that simple childhood dream, became his lifeline. After 3 long weeks, a group of journalists and aid workers found him. He was wandering alone on a beach, emaciated and weak, but alive. The image of this small boy, still wearing that now-to-Erd Portugal football jersey, was broadcast around the world. It became a powerful symbol of resilience in the face of absolute tragedy. His story touched hearts everywhere, a glimmer of light in an overwhelmingly dark time. When asked what kept him going, he spoke of his family and his dream of playing football. It was a testament to the power of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can endure. The world was captivated by the tsunami boy, who refused to give up. Martunis's story reached the Portuguese Football Federation. They were so moved by his resilience and his love for their national team that they donated €40,000 to help rebuild his house. But the story didn't end there. It also reached one of Martunis's biggest heroes, Cristiano Ronaldo. In 2005, Ronaldo flew to ISA to meet the young survivor. He saw a kindred spirit in Martunis, a boy who had faced incredible hardship but still held on to his dreams. Ronaldo told the press, "I believe that many adults would not have been able to deal with what he has gone through. We must respect him. His was an act of strength and maturity. He is a special kid." This meeting was the beginning of a long and supportive relationship. Ronaldo promised to pay for Martunis's education and invited him to visit the Sporting Lisbon facilities in Portugal. For Martunis, meeting his idol was a dream come true, a moment of pure joy after so much pain. He had lost his mother and 2 siblings in the tsunami. He was eventually reunited with his father, who had also miraculously survived. Together, they began the slow and difficult process of rebuilding their lives from the ruble. The support from Ronaldo and the football community provided not just financial help, but also a renewed sense of purpose. Martinez's dream of playing football was no longer just a fantasy. It was now a tangible goal, supported by one of the greatest players in the world. He started training, fueled by a determination that had been forged in the most extreme circumstances imaginable. As Martinez grew up, Ronaldo continued to be a significant presence in his life. He checked in on him, offered guidance, and provided unwavering support. It was more than just a celebrity, it was a genuine bond. Then, in 2015, the dream took another huge step forward. At the age of 17, Martinez was signed by Sporting Lisbon's prestigious youth academy, the very same academy where Cristiano Ronaldo himself had started his legendary career. It was a surreal moment. The boy who survived a tsunami by clinging to a dream of football was now walking the same halls as his hero. He moved to Portugal to train, a world away from the devastated shores of Jose. The international media once again picked up his story, celebrating this incredible full-circle journey. Life at the academy was challenging. Martinez was competing with some of the most talented young players in Europe. While his story was inspiring, the world of professional football is incredibly demanding. He worked hard, but ultimately, he struggled to keep pace with the elite level of competition. A knee injury also set back his progress. After a year, his time at the Sporting Academy came to an end. For many, this might seem like a sad ending to the story, a dream that didn't quite come true. But that's not how Martinez sees it. He didn't become the next Cristiano Ronaldo, but his journey was never just about that. It was about survival, about honoring the memory of his family, and about pursuing a passion that gave him hope when he had nothing else. Today, Martinez is a husband, a father, and a social media personality in Indonesia. He's no longer chasing the dream of being a professional player in Europe, but football is still a central part of his life. He plays for a local club and works to inspire the next generation of players in AS. He uses his platform to share his story and to spread a message of hope and perseverance. He remains in touch with his mentor, Cristiano Ronaldo, a lasting friendship born from tragedy. His life is a powerful reminder that success isn't always measured by fame or trophies. Sometimes, success is about surviving the unsurvivable, rebuilding a life from ashes, and finding happiness and purpose in the wake of unimaginable loss. Martinez's journey from a 7-year-old boy lost at sea to the man he is today is nothing short of extraordinary. He represents the resilience of the human spirit and the power of a simple dream to carry you through the darkest of times. The 2004 tsunami was a tragedy of immense scale, but in the stories of survivors like Martinez, we find incredible inspiration. He didn't just survive, he found a way to live again, to build a new life, and to honor the family he lost by never giving up on the dream that connected him to them. His story is a testament to hope, a light that emerged from the waves and continues to shine brightly. Thank you so much for watching. If you were moved by Martinez's incredible story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos about amazing people who defy the odds. Let us know in the comments what part of his journey inspired you the most. We'll see you in the next one.